Hey folks, this is Wayne S. Pierce for the American Liberty Radio Network, AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. A little message here on the 3rd of September 2017. Little message, little something I want you to be aware of, and that is there are certain things in life that, honestly, we need to pay attention to. I don't give one rip about what certain people say, to me or about me or anything of that nature. I've always been one to literally lay out the truth to people. I've always been honest with people. I've never, put myself in a position to where I had to, fabricate something or outright lie or whatever. Certain things I've omitted. I fully admit that, but the fact of the matter is that I'm honest with people. And as growing up as I did, I feel that there are certain things that people will not accept at all, ever, in a million years. I don't care what you put in front. They're never going to accept anything that's put in front of them. Never. It's not going to be It's not going to be this happy, tiptoe through the tulips, warm and fuzzy type of thing that we're going to deal with in life. We do have hardships. We do have, setbacks. We do have faults and flaws. I mean, everybody does. But when you put the truth and the facts in front of people, they're not going to accept it. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. They're not going to accept it. Now, some, people that say, well, I need proof. There's not enough proof in the whole freaking world to put in front of you to prove to you that what is being said is actually happening. Because you're going to look at it and say, well, yeah. You're going to push it off. You're going to lay it to the side because you want something your way. It's not going to happen. Is it your way that 1 + 1 = 2? Is it your way that a red light means stop and a green light means go? No. You have no say in those absolute truths. None whatsoever. So these people that want things their way, the people that are not accepting of the truth or the facts that are staring them in the face, need to really step back and take a look at themselves. Now, I say all that to dovetail all that into this. When you look at what's happening in our government, when you look at the very thing that is happening, when you look at the very moment that people are literally seeing the truth behind everything that is going on in our government. When you look at everything, when you examine everything, that's going to put your way of wanting things completely in the trash. Because as far as I'm concerned, you don't get your way in this government. You don't get your way. Your way is protected by certain laws and policies and all of that to a point. And here's where I want to open this up. Here's where I want to reveal a few things. There are whistleblowers. There are former Obama administration personnel, there's former generals, there's former military, high-ranking government officials coming out saying what Obama did, former President Obama did in signing certain executive orders like 13391. What he did is literally lay the groundwork of a complete and total takeover of the U.S. by the United Nations under certain rules, which means that if there's civil unrest due to certain things happening, if there's a civil war, the UN will come in and take over the U.S. Now, if you don't believe me, go do some research. I've done some this morning. And I found when I heard this, when I heard about the Executive Order 13391, I went and looked. There's things overseas, but when you look at the very structure of what it is, combined with the other executive orders that former President Obama signed, you're going to see that he's not done yet. Even though Trump is in office, he's not done yet. Whistleblowers, former personnel, have come out and said that literally in the last several weeks, maybe a month, you've heard that people behind the scenes have put together groups of people, have made it known that they're going to take Trump out. Well, now that that's out in the mainstream, now that that's out and in the, what I call the ether, there's people around Trump that are going to stop all of that from happening. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Secret Service is never, ever going to protect him 100%, but the people that Trump has hired personally prior to him becoming president, these people know what the hell they're doing, and they're going to stop anybody from trying to take him out. So there's really, my point is, what's behind the scenes is a lot worse than what you will ever imagine. What is behind the scenes is a lot bigger than Washington, D.C. And when you have the rhinos, the dinos, and the linos in Washington, D.C., conspiring together to end the Trump presidency, you got a huge, massive, freaking tremendous problem on your hands. So you need to really take a look at what's going on in your own world, in your own little paradigm, and stop thinking about yourself entirely and saying, wait a minute, it's not going to be my way. I've got to dump all those preconceived ideas and accept what is out there and go from there. That's what you need to do. But I'm not here to throw you on the ground and crank your arm behind your back and tell you what to believe. You need to take this upon yourself and take a look at it and look at the very basic thing of the federal government. Take a look at it. Just take a look at it. So anyway, I just heard a piece from last year. I saw it on YouTube, a piece from last year where Larry Nichols came, actually Alex Jones called Larry Nichols, who's a former Washington insider, and literally Larry Nichols told Alex Jones that, he talked about Executive Order 13391. He talked about other things. He, said, look, Obama's not done yet. And Larry Nichols, being a very, very important person and a former, insider there in Washington and all of that, I believe him. But then again, somebody's going to ask me, well, you believe in the Tooth Fairy? You believe in Santa Claus? You believe in the Easter Bunny? No, but other people do. And the fact of the matter is, and let me end this right here. The fact of the matter is that we've got to understand what is happening. Now, I know out of 100 people, maybe 50, no, maybe 25, no, maybe 10 people will understand what I'm saying and really do the research on what I'm saying, well, that's 10%. And 10% of people going out and informing themselves in a very educated and very open way is better than 90 people or 90% of the people not doing a damn thing. Okay? Let me just say this. Back in 1773 to 1776, prior to the signatures on the Declaration of Independence, it took 3% of the population to kick out the British Army and win the battle for independence of the United States of America. And when you look at the Declaration of Independence, you'll see one little thing. When it says United States of America, United has a small U. Okay? We become united because we want peace, freedom, liberty, and security, because we want to be free to decide for ourselves what our lives are going to be like, to follow our own conscience, to follow, to be able to live without war, without disruption. Is that ever going to happen? It hasn't. Out of the 241 years that the United States has been a country, we have been in battles one way or another for 230 years of that, or 231 years. So you tell me. It's all because the elites, it's all because of the shadow government, it's all because the people behind the scenes, all of that are trying to destroy the United States of America because they want to enslave each and every single one of you. And that's just a blanket statement, which when you begin to look at every little aspect of that, you'll begin to see it. It's a giant puzzle piece, folks. You look at the puzzle picture on the box. You look at the puzzle piece on the puzzle picture on the box, and you open the box and you put out all those pieces, and then you got to put them together to make that picture on the box, right? Well, there you go. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything because I'd be bored because there wouldn't be anything else to learn. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody that just wants to sit on their ass and not take the initiative to go out and find out this stuff, yeah. Enjoy your life in slavery because that's exactly where you're going to go. The FEMA camps are opening up, if you did not know that. Yeah, FEMA camps, internment camps for ultra-conservative right-wing people, not nut jobs. These people understand what's going on. People like Rand Paul and people like that, they're going to get arrested and thrown in these camps. Okay. As I said before, Obama's not done. Oh, he's not done. Somebody would say, well, he's out, jet skiing in Spain and stuff like that. And it's like, well, yeah, because why not? The calm before the storm, folks. So think about that one. Use a little bit of intelligence and understand what's going on instead of sitting there with your finger up your ass trying to figure out how to get it out. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. But anyway, my opinion only. So you guys figure out the rest because, hey, I'm here. And I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to get right up in your face if I have to. And if you don't like it, there's the door. Bye. Have a nice day. This is American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. Sharing the truth one fact at a time without all the BS.